The owner of a prominent record label just took their entire catalog off of Spotify and Apple Music, and why it might surprise you. We'll talk about it in today's video. What's up, guys? This is Omari with No Nonsense Music Marketing, the #1 place for music business and industry advice online. If you are not subscribed already and you're a serious musician who wants to do this full time, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get updates on every new video we drop. Now, Snoop Dogg recently talked about how he took Death Row's entire catalog off of Spotify and Apple Music, all the streaming services, and why he did it was because the deals weren't structured favorably for the musicians. So, kudos to him for acting honorably and taking down the music so that he can restructure the deals and then put them back up so people can get paid correctly. But the overarching point of this, especially for our younger people, is that you do not need to sign the deal just because you have a deal in front of your face and you're excited because this big record label, Universal Music, Sony, blah, blah, blah. Not that they always give bad deals, but it doesn't matter which one. Just because it's a big record label with a lot of money sends you this contract does not mean that you have to sign it. Have wise counsel around you. If you don't know any wise counsel, watch through all of our videos. Or you don't know anybody in the music business or any lawyer that can look at this for you without, charging you an arm and a leg. Look through all of our videos and educate yourself enough that you know good questions to ask. Like, I've written contracts before now that I can ask the right questions. I may not, obviously I don't know as much as a lawyer, like somebody who went to law school and took the bar and all that, but I do know enough to write a contract. I can look through a contract, write a contract, as well as ask good questions. Now that I've written one, I can ask the good questions before signing any contract or doing any collaboration so that I'm not misled. I don't put my business in jeopardy. I'm not locked into a contract, so on and so forth. You need to be able to do the same for your business or know somebody that you fully trust that can do that for your business as well. Additionally, a lot of this would have been avoided if these contracts were shorter or if they weren't for this artist's entire catalog. So we have talked about how if you're going to sign a deal, a lot of times it's more favorable if you just sign off a song to a record label versus signing off your entire catalog. So what we started to do as a company was do these one-off deals and give artists an option where you can pay for promotion if you want to keep all the equity in your songs. But if you want to go to omarimc.com and click that submit music button, you can submit to us and we do one-off deals for songs. So if we just let's say you send us 3 songs and we say, hey, we like this one, we'll give you a deal for this song and take a percentage of only the streaming royalties and the sync licensing royalties. You keep all the other royalties. That way, you're not locked into any new song you create has to go to us, or you have no other freedom in signing deals with other companies. You can sign the deal with other companies and other singles. You have a lot more creative freedom in that process. Let's say you make another song after you sign one to us, and then you want to keep all the equity in that song and pay for the promotion behind it. You can do that. You're not locked in. So there's more creative deals out now to where record labels such as us don't necessarily have to have creative control over all your singles. Like, there's a pro and a con on both sides of that, right? So on our side, well, we may have paid for a lot of promo for one of the singles that you did, and it blows up, and then we have no equity in all the other songs that would benefit from that single blowing up. So let's say you get a bunch of followers on all your social media. We actually don't get any equity in that. At the same time, we're also not having to deal with the headache of, hey, you have to make this album within this set amount of years and then the artist doesn't make it. And we're going back and forth with that. And it's just a headache. It wastes everybody's time. We don't have to deal with that on our end. So there's pros and cons to each method, but this is the one we chose. And we think it has the most benefits for the artist. And we're more of a, we recognize that we want to be an impact in the music industry, but a lot of people just aren't there yet to where they agree with some of the things we do. Like, we don't do explicit content. We're not going to change that for anybody. So we recognize we want to be working with artists and try to be a good influence on people. And at the same time, we can't expect people, like, if you don't have the same faith that I do, I can't expect you to act like a Christian if you're not a Christian. So that's my way of working with people, so that I can meet them somewhere. So try to work with them, be a good influence on what I believe, as well as you still have free will. You can do what you want, not necessarily that I would tell you to do that, but you can do it. So if you're a Christian out there, we're called to be in the world, not of the world. So that's my way of doing that. That's how God has shown me to do that. But on the end of just signing record deals, I think that's a lot better structure. So if you're especially young, like if you're 25 and under watching this and you get that deal, we've had members of our staff here that they were really young and they got a deal thrown in their face, and then they were locked into it and they couldn't get out of the contract. So they're now, much older, past their mid-20s, which is a very prime time in the music industry. And their label wasn't really pushing their stuff. They couldn't make any other music during that contract time. So watch what you're signing. Just because the deal's in front of your face does not mean you have to sign it. But props overall to Snoop Dogg for trying to give artists a better deal than what they were given with Death Row, and Suge Knight, and any of the other leadership that was there. But this is to say, watch what you're signing. Be careful out there. Look through resources. Educate yourself. If you don't have the money to pay somebody to look through it for you, and watch our other videos on this type of stuff. We give a bunch of tips out on how to read through contracts, which record labels are giving out these deals. We've had McKee on, so you can look through some of the deals he's proposing. He's more along the side of the structure that we gave, but he's still slightly different. So you may have some other people. We've had some people in the comment section, talk about how do I reach out to him. You can look through those videos, look through what he's saying, make sure what he's saying aligns with what you're trying to do. And then you can try and move forward with that. But all this information is at your hands. You have the internet now. You have a lot of resources to get educated on things. So it's no longer that, I didn't know how to do this. You have the resources now. So go get educated. Keep listening to podcasts like this by subscribing to this channel and hitting the notification bell so you get updates on every new video. Drop us a comment if you are confused on anything or need any help, and we'll catch you in the next video.